Good morning, and welcome to our first, and hopefully only, virtual all-college day. My name is Gerardo Aldana, and hopefully you already know that this summer I was honored to be named the second Dean of CCS. Although I've only met a few of you so far, I hope that will change very soon. CCS staff and faculty have worked overtime to come up with a plan for our day-to-day, but also facilitate your work over the course of the coming year. For our session this morning, I will turn it over to our staff for some quick introductions. I'll then come back to say a few words, followed by introductions of our faculty and your peers in Community Council. That will conclude our opening session, allowing you to all move next into your majors meetings, which will take us through the end of the morning. After lunch, you're invited to Community Council's kickoff of our mentor program, and then our virtual reception via the web app, gather.town. Instructions should have been mailed to you already. If you can't find them, please visit our website for details. The day will close this evening with Community Council's game night. This will be a year like no other. Hope you've heard too many times already that we look forward to helping you in any way we can to work through these times as productively as possible. And know that we mean productively relative to your physical, mental, and intellectual health and growth. Please do reach out to us. Now, turn it over to our CCS staff.
Hi, we are the College of Creative Studies staff. My name is Lynn Clark. I'm the Assistant Dean for Budget and Administration. I've been with UCSB for the last 20 years and with the College of Creative Studies for 3 years now.
Hi, my name is Dana Mastro. I'm very excited to be a part of CCS as a new Associate Dean. I'm a professor in the Department of Communication, and in my research, I examine the effects of media on racial and ethnic identity, stereotyping, prejudice and discrimination, and on policy decision-making. I look forward to getting to work with all of the innovative students, staff, and faculty here in the college, and I can't wait to meet you all sometime soon.
I'm Vanille Geronimo. I'm the college's Director of Development. I've been at UCSB and CCS for 3 years, since the college's 50th anniversary 3 years ago. My function here is to raise funds and to engage the alumni community and other parts of the community so we can bring people and activities back to the benefit of our students at CCS.
Hi, I'm Jen Johansson. I'm the Academic Personnel Manager for the College of Creative Studies. I've been working at CCS for almost exactly 10 years, and before that, I was an undergrad at UCSB.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Palmstrom and I am a Communications and Development Associate. I've been working at CCS for about 1.5 years, and don't be surprised if you hear from me asking about cool news and achievements that I can share on the CCS website.
Hi, my name is Savannah Parison. I'm the Student Affairs Manager at CCS. I've been with UCSB for 3.5 years and I've been at CCS since January. I'm also referred to as the lead academic advisor for the College of Creative Studies as well. So a lot of students will come to Megan and I with questions about their progress.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan Peterson and I am one of those 2 academic advisors here at the College of Creative Studies. I've been with CCS for 2.5 years and working on campus at UCSB for just over 5 years, and I am super excited to start the year with y'all.
My name is Frank Baumann. I'm the records assistant here at CCS. I've been at CCS and UCSB for 41 years. Most of what I do is behind the scenes. Those of you who might need to deal with me face to face when we're back on campus would be any of you who are checking out Art Locker. All Art Locker checkout has to be through me. I also am the one who handles giving people access to the building. You should get instructions from us when the time comes. If you forget those instructions, you can contact me and I will send them to you.
Hi, my name is Marianne Morris. I'm the financial analyst at the College of Creative Studies, and I've been at CCS for about 6 years now. And you might meet me if you get hired by CCS, if you need a reimbursement, or if you need something ordered. I do all of those things here.
Good morning again. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the CCS All College Day in our 2021 academic year. I've been fortunate to attend a few All College Day events over the years, and from them I remember fondly Dean Bruce Tiffany's verbal and wardrobe metaphors. His wizard hat, harkening back to medieval European institutions and approaches to knowledge production. His calls that you be scholarly raptors, not sitting passively waiting to be fed, but actively hunting out new knowledge and creative expressions. These metaphors are core to CCS, and I hope that the bronze owl at the front of our building provides you with a persistent reminder of both. That was also a different time from the one we now confront. Our college has always been about nurturing unfettered curiosity toward disciplinary excellence, and we will do nothing to impair that. But there's now a more complicated societal and environmental context to consider. Higher education is under pressures it has faced rarely, if ever. If we do not demonstrate our utility to society as a whole now, we neglect such responsibility at our own peril. The situation is critical, and as I reflected on it, it has reminded me of an experience I had years ago while I was on a research project in Latin America. I share that with you now as we begin considering new metaphors to integrate into the CCS experience. So I was in the highlands of Oaxaca, Mexico, to work on a reforestation project with a group of indigenous activists. When I arrived in the city itself, the atmosphere was tense. Protests had been rippling throughout the whole country in response to a contested presidential election, and these were compounded by local allegations of political corruption. The unrest led to a violent protest and a police response that left makeshift barricades allowing only pedestrian traffic through the city center. I arrived in town before anything had been cleared out and while the spray paint was still fresh. In that central plaza, large and small groups formed in bars and restaurants to watch the national news and pass it on to discussions and debates that spilled out into the streets. My work that summer was in the small villages of the highlands, so when I left the city to visit them, I found that there too, protests led by teachers brought the populations into local plazas for further discussion. There was a sense in cities and towns that conditions were unsustainable. And at the same time, there was no clear consensus on how to respond, individually or collectively. The reforestation work I was in Mexico for had to continue. The group was committed to that. When I reached our base site, I found that the leader of our team, Adriana, had been able to secure a borrowed jeep to get into the forest to collect the specific type of soil for the seed beds we had yet to build. We anticipated a long day the next day of shoveling and hauling sacks of earth down to the Jeep and eventually to our work site. The next morning, we walked to the house of the Jeep's owner, where Adriana was surprised to find that it had a standard transmission. No one in the group knew how to drive stick but me, so now I was the driver. We hopped in and made our way up the windy road into the rainforest. At one point, we came around a blind corner and caught sight of a goat pawing at the ground in panic. Its caretaker had tied one end of a rope around its neck and the other to a tree. That tree, however, was near the steep shoulder of the road, so the goat had lost its footing and was now hanging by its neck. Adriana shouted to call our attention to the goat's predicament, and I screeched to a stop. I yelled, "Ayúdalo, help it," but no one moved. I don't know if it was some pervasive caution that kept them in their seats. Maybe my companions were so held in the grip of uncertainty surrounding their national crisis that they couldn't move. Maybe they just weren't worried about the goat. I ripped the parking brake, cut the engine, and jumped out, leaving the Jeep in the middle of the road. I ran over to the goat, grabbed it, and lifted its weight off its neck. By this time, my companions ran over and began untying the knot. I felt the full weight of the goat now as it was freed from the tree. It was full grown, but not too heavy. And just then, the goat's head and neck and whole body slumped into my arms as its life left it. I stood there, wondering now what to do. I heard a small boy's voice shout from across the road. I turned and saw him running, followed by his father. We quickly explained what happened as the father lifted the goat out of my arms. He thanked us and hustled back across the road, where he lay the goat on the ground. My companions and I turned to each other to process what we just went through, still in the middle of the road. My back was to the family and their goat. My companion across from me pointed and said, "Look, We all turned around and the goat hopped up. It bleated as though saying, that was close, and then trotted back to the house. We were all laughing now, astonished, but relieved. I think of the story now relative to our current national and global predicament. Many of us are processing our circumstance in very different ways. Some of us feel we can't move. Others only want to move. But I think the point is that we have to face this for what it is and do what we can. At CCS, we have an incredible experience for you, regardless of how you engage it. You might take it slowly, testing the waters. You might jump in with both feet. We want you to find your way, what will work for you. But we do want you to test yourselves and continue striving for excellence however possible. There's always hope. At CCS, we're providing you privileges many other students don't have. I would ask you to make use of those, keeping in mind that these privileges are intended not as rewards, but as tools. They are the radioactive spider bite that transforms UCSB into your Spider-Verse. Like Miles Morales, you should recognize that in our context, power comes with responsibility. Privilege comes with accountability. So getting back to our societal and environmental goat, we can't be the ones to not move. We need to recognize that what we work to preserve is what will make it through. What we neglect, we put at risk. That may seem like a lot to shoulder, but the absolute key is that none of us should be trying to do it alone. The Oaxacan goat would not have survived had it not been for the collective. Each of us responded when and how we could. Miles did not defeat Kingpin without his Spider-Verse partners. What we seek to preserve, what we keep as CCS, as higher education, and as society, what we actively work to preserve is what makes it through. At CCS, we will be working to offer you new opportunities to apply your disciplinary knowledge within multidisciplinary conversations, to consider the possibilities of applying your expertise to many of our current real-world problems and contexts, to become part of the solutions and their implementations that we so desperately need. So I ask you to explore these new opportunities, new courses, new forums, new conversations. I ask you not to lose sight of where we came from, by no means. So let us not hesitate in contributing to a socially and environmentally just future. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you later today, as well as throughout the year ahead.
Thank you for that welcome. We'll now have faculty introductions before we break for our major meetings.
Here we go then. Hi, I'm Jane Molfinger. I'm a professor in the Department of Art, and I'm the program coordinator for the art program. In the fall, I'm teaching a civics course that anyone can join from CCS or anywhere else on campus to do good things for the world. Hank.
I'm Hank Pitcher. I teach drawing and painting primarily, and I'm very interested myself in the figure and the landscape, and my classes are not limited to that. Non-majors are welcome to speak to me about taking any of my classes. This fall, I'm doing an independent projects class, and it seems to be full, but any of you art majors that are interested, please contact me. Linda?
Hi, I'm Linda Ekstrom. I teach in the book arts area, and this fall I'm teaching art colloquium to the incoming art freshman majors, and then I will also be teaching a class on zines, and then in winter I'll be teaching a class in the book arts area. Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan Connolly. I teach classes in drawing and painting at the college. I'm also the director of the CCS Gallery. Ordinarily, I welcome non-art majors into my classes, but maybe not this quarter since we have such unusual circumstances. But going forward, if you're a non-art major and you're interested in taking one of my classes, please come talk to me. See you all soon.
Hey all, I'm Serene. I'm the CCS fellow from the MFA program. So I'm really excited to start teaching at CCS this winter. My classes, we're going to work with a lot of close reading and critical engagement to deepen your art practice. So I'm really interested in multimedia art making, so we'll be spanning a whole plethora of mediums, including 2D video, sound, performance, So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on my email, and I'm looking forward to it.
I have 3 more faculty to introduce. Sarita.
Hi, my name is Sarita Zaleha. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I'm a lecturer in the art department and the College of Creative Studies. And this winter quarter, I'll be teaching a course on professionalism for artists. Madeline.
Hi, my name is Madeline Inyo. I use she, her, hers pronouns. I'm a lecturer in the art department. I teach 7B, image studies. That'll be in the fall. And in the spring, I'm teaching a course, sort of art design, social justice hybrid course. Iman.
Hi, my name is Iman Jouini. I use she, her, hers pronoun, and I teach in the Department of Art and College of Creative Studies. I will be teaching book arts and print.
Hello, and welcome to CCS. My name is John Latta, and I'm a faculty member in both LNS and CCS, where I coordinate the CCS biology program. I also work in the LNS Dean's Office in the Division of Undergraduate Education. Since the biology students will be meeting with the CCS biology faculty later today, I'd like to spend my remaining 1.5 minutes addressing the incoming students of 2020 and offering a piece of advice. These are not the circumstances under which you'd hope to enter college, but you have a tremendous set of resources to help you succeed in your first year and beyond. Your task, which sounds easy but is not, is to utilize the help and resources that are available. That's it. Sounds simple, right? But many of you were high achievers in high schools. You won't think you need extra resources to succeed academically, whether it be CLAS tutoring or classes on study skills, so you tough it out. Some of you may have come from families or cultures where mental health issues are not discussed or not taken seriously. You may think the resources offered through health and wellness, CAP, and others are not for you, so you tough it out. And many of you may feel that asking for help perhaps takes it away from others who need it more. Let us worry about that. That's generally not how it works, and by joining a program, you often increase resources for others. So to all students, but especially incoming students, I simply request that you let people help you, whether it be by joining the CCS peer mentoring program, joining a CLAS group on time management, or the imposter syndrome, or a CAPS peer mentoring session. So welcome to CCS, and I look forward to seeing you all in person.
Hi everyone, my name is Phil Conrad, and I'm here with Richard Wang and Murat Kara-Orman to introduce the CCS computing faculty and the courses that are open to non-computing majors for this academic year. So first, I'm Phil Conrad. I'm a teaching professor in CCS computing and the College of Engineering Computer Science Department. Murat?
Hi everybody, this is Murat Kara-Orman. I have been teaching at the College of Creative Studies continuously for the past 20 years, and I continue to do so remotely this time. And here's back to you, Phil. Richard.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Richard Wang, and I'm also a CCS computing faculty and also teach in the College of Engineering Computer Science. Back to you, Phil.
All right, and Richard is timing us because we only have 2 minutes. How long do we have left?
We have 1 minute and 8 seconds.
So the curriculum for this year, these are the courses that are open to non-majors. There are a few courses that are designed specifically for non-majors. Those are taught in winter, as well as 2 courses taught in spring. In fall, we have a course that is open to non-majors. It's Foundations of Blockchain with Murat. Some prior programming experience is probably helpful for that. So if you're interested in that course, please check in with Murat. In winter, we have Computer Science for non-majors taught by me and Game Design for non-majors taught by Richard. Those do not require any prior programming experience. So anyone interested can take those courses. In spring, how much left?
20 seconds.
How many?
20.
20. Okay, Murat will be teaching CS for non-majors in spring, and Richard will be teaching the second quarter of that course. I'll be teaching a digital audio course for those interested in computer science and music, and Murat will be teaching computing for the cloud and Internet of Things. To learn more, visit ucsb-ccs-computing.github.io. Thanks, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Laverman in the Chemistry and Biochemistry program. I've been a CCS faculty member for 18 years. I teach the general chemistry course in CCS, and when my schedule allows, I also teach a course on the applications of group theory to chemistry, and along with Claudia Tyler, we offer a course on ethics and research. I know this year is starting out in an unusual manner, and I will really miss seeing you all in person. I will especially miss the conversations in the hallways and walking to and from classes. Learning remotely can be challenging, but I know you can be successful. I encourage you to stay connected to your classmates and instructors as best you can. Take time to socialize and interact outside of class, and whenever opportunity arises. I wish you all the best for this coming year, and I look forward to seeing you in person in the future. And for the Chem and Biochem majors, I will see you in our Zoom meeting at 11 o'clock.
Hello, my name is Carl Castiles. I, together with Maribel Bueno, form the CCS Math faculty. Math might be scary to some of you, but it's not that we're sitting around calculating really big long division problems all day, although it is kind of fun to do that. Really, math is the science of structure, the art of argument. We like to prove things, not about the world, but about our worlds, our made-up worlds. And sometimes it has applications in the real world, but we don't care so much about that. If you have any interest in math, especially if you're from the humanities side, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you around someday.
Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Gibson and I'm one of the composition professors here at UCSB's College of Creative Studies. Welcome back and get ready to start the 2021 school year. We're so excited to meet and introduce all of the new incoming students to CCS, to all of our returning students, and we're just so excited to have everybody here, even if it is virtually. I can't wait to see everybody's faces and to start talking about creative projects and how we can work together and just be as collaborative as possible. So to our music composition majors, both returning and our new students, it's very important that you go to the major meeting, which will be immediately following the all college meeting. You should already have the Zoom link, and there not only will we get to introduce all of the composers to each other, you will also meet with Leslie Hogan and Andrew Watts, your other amazing composition professors, and we will break out into individual rooms with your individual instructor, and you will talk about and sign up for your weekly hour lesson with your composition instructor. So practically, it's very important for you to be there for the scheduling side of things. And then impractically, we just want you to be there so that you can meet all of your new colleagues. One of my favorite things about CCS is the community, and especially in the music composition department, there's a large number of you compared to a lot of other schools and what they have in their composition department. And I'm just so excited for all of you to meet each other and to get to know everyone. So great to see you now, and then we will also see you in our major meeting where we will make sure to learn everybody's name.
Tengiz Bibilashvili, CCS Physics. Satya Guruswamy, CCS Physics.
Hello, writing and literature students. First, all the returning students, I miss you. I miss sitting around a conference table with you. I miss you all barging in my office all the time. And I miss our conversations together. And to the new students, I'm so sorry that we don't get to have the normal first year experience together. But I'm as committed as ever to the belief that the most important part of an education in writing is learning how to write in, with, and as a community. To that end, I've asked some of the faculty members of our writing and literature community to say a bit about who they are and what the writing and literature community here in CCS, on campus, or writ large means to them.
When I teach within CCS, I teach a course called STEM Stories,
And STEM Stories is focused on how stories are used within science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. All of the different ways that stories are used within those disciplines to do the work of those disciplines. I also teach a graduate seminar in writing studies, and W&L majors are welcome to join that as well.
One of the things that I love about teaching in CCS is the opportunity to work with other writers of all different levels, but all with the same passion for their writing, where we all grow together. And I know it's a cliche, but the teacher grows along with the students, and selfishly, I love that.
I teach a basic course in the writing and literature program and some more advanced electives. Working with CCS gives me the chance to work with students who are deeply committed to writing and understand how writing is a very part of their being and also part of their life objectives for their work and career. I've taught with CCS for a couple of years now and really enjoy it.
So writing and literature for me are all about possibility and potential. I love the sort of collaborative textual space where reader, writer, and text kind of interestingly collide in really productive, dynamic, and amazing, inherently significant ways.
Our writing and literature program here at CCS is a place where iron sharpens iron, where bright minds encourage other bright minds into even better writing. But it's not just a place where our intellects meet, it's also a place where we can feel free to explore our identities in our writing and feel safe to share the vulnerable pieces of ourselves in our writing with other students. In essence, writing and literature at CCS is a literary welcome home.
Welcome to your literary home. I hope this year we'll rediscover the ways in which our community is defined not by a physical space, but through our language in relationship to one another. I'll see you in the writing and literature breakout session so we can hear more about what writing and literature means to all you.
Hi, my name is Shay, and myself and a couple of my fellow members of CCS Community Council have put together this video to show you guys a little bit of what we're about and the work that we've been doing during the pandemic.
To me, Community Council is where CCS students can contribute to the community by ourselves. It is a totally student-run organization.
Community Council is a very horizontal organization. We don't necessarily have a president or vice president or defined roles. We just get together every week or 2 weeks and plan events for the college.
The integration bee we held last spring.
Board game nights or online game nights.
Dark coffee hour.
I'm really partial to dark coffee hour.
Right before finals week.
Having a bunch of chaotic students
Take over the CCS building at night.
at midnight chugging coffee.
Drink lots of coffee.
I didn't even know that was allowed.
We're a group of diverse individuals from different majors and different years.
It's the most direct way and easiest way for students to contribute to the community.
We all get together and joke and laugh before we do any work. It's first and foremost a social club.
Sometimes we get really loud.
Wanted to join the council, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we're always happy to look out for new members to join us.
I feel that now more than ever, it's really important to have that sense of community built. So we've been doing a lot of work during the pandemic to have virtual ways for us all to connect.
We're going to be hosting a social event for all college meetings to kick off the school year, and it's going to be trivia. So it will be over Zoom, and the winners of trivia will be receiving a CCS t-shirt. After trivia, we're going to be splitting off into a few different games, and those will be coordinated through the CCS Game Night Discord server. So if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, please do so with the link below.
So come check us out if you're interested. Also, be sure to stick around for the peer mentoring reveals and the game night happening later tonight after the all-college meeting.
All right, so that concludes the morning part of our all-college meeting today. Thank you so much for joining us. As a reminder, we do have events throughout the day, including major meetings starting at 11. We are also having a reception on gather.town starting at 3, and we hope to see you there.